Alright, so in today's video, I'm sharing with you what I carry around in my bag during my street photography session. And make sure you watch until the end because there are quite a lot of changes compared to last year. And if you're interested in buying any of these items, make sure to check out the link in the description. Compared to last year, I felt like I needed kind of more space in my bag. And the reason is simple. I am now trying to create more and more content around street photography. And to record myself in the streets, I just need more stuff, right? So the Peak Design Sling Bag 3-liter was not enough for me anymore. Now, it doesn't mean that it's the case for everyone. Not everybody record themselves when they're out in the street shooting. So this is why I decided to look for another bag. And my requirements were quite simple. I wanted something light, something that would be easy to pack, that I could carry around really easily, and that would basically fit everything that I needed for street photography. Now, around the same time, Brevité reached out to me and actually sent me their jumper bag, and it was a pretty good timing. So I decided to give it a try without any expectation at first, and I was extremely pleasantly surprised by this bag. It's extremely light on your shoulders. It does not actually look like a camera bag, which is a good thing, I think, because you don't want to walk around with a target on your back, but it still keeps your gear safe. And one more important point that I like about this bag is that you can completely remove the camera bag compartment and transform it into an everyday bag. Now, I'm not the most stylish guy out there. I mean, look at me, simple style, but I do appreciate that this bag actually looks good. I can carry it around to work or to meet some friends or whatever, and it won't scream out camera gear. So far, I'm pretty happy with this bag. I've been using it for about a month now, and I'm definitely gonna keep using it in the future. So if you wanna see how all my gear fits in this bag, make sure to watch until the end of this video. Now, this must come to no surprise at all to all of you who are watching this channel regularly, but my camera of choice when I go for street photography is the Fujifilm X-T5. With this now 40 megapixel improved autofocus, the fact that it is more compact, all of these factors basically make this camera a better version of the X-T4 that I was using before, and this is why I decided to upgrade to this camera and to now use it consistently in the streets of Tokyo. It's not a perfect camera by any means, but for me it's more than enough and it fits what I need. And especially with the addition of the 3-way tilt screen, it makes it much easier to use this camera and to still be discreet in the street. I invite you to watch the reviews that I made on the Fujifilm X-T5 after this video if you want to know more about it. Next up, we have the two lenses of choice that I like using in the streets, and they are the 18mm f1.4 and the 33mm f1.4. While I usually use only one of them at a time, I would say that they complement each other really well to give a different perspective on a place. I would use the 18mm when I really want to focus on the context and how my subject integrates within this context, how it evolves around in the place that I'm shooting, while the 33mm allows me to focus more on the subject and really remove out of the frame all the elements that I do not want to include in it. For me, those two lenses are still two of the best lenses out there for the Fujifilm X mount system, and I don't think that I will replace them anytime soon. The image quality, the autofocus, the aperture range, it's pretty much everything that you want out of a street lens. They are quite compact, although they are not as compact as the Fuji Chron lenses, but for me they are a perfect fit for what I want to do. Now, because I need to record myself to create content when I go out in the streets, I use the GoPro Hero 10 to do so. I mount it on this cheap chest mount from Same Top, press on and just let the GoPro do its thing and record everything that I capture. Now, I tend to pair the GoPro with at least 2 batteries, because when I shoot I like to go for around 2-hour sessions, and if I don't have 2 batteries, it's not possible to record the whole thing. And finally, let's move on to the accessories that I have with me. I try to keep it simple, one wrist strap, and I use the wrist strap from Peak Design because it's simply the best out there. It's easy to attach it and detach it from your camera, and your camera is safe. You know that this hand strap will handle its weight and your camera will not end up on the ground randomly. I also want to make sure that I'm prepared if there is any dust that gets stuck on my sensor or on my lens. I don't necessarily change my lenses that much during one session, but you never know. So I always bring with me one blower and one little cloth so that I'm ready to just clean my lens if I'm in a dusty or rainy environment, and just clean my sensor if there's anything that come up on it. Alright, so now that you know everything that I use, let's see how everything fits in the Brevité jumper bag. I will first attach my lens of choice with the battery and the memory card inserted in the camera, and then insert the camera with everything within the bag. Then I will add the extra lens, the GoPro and the chest mount in the main camera bag compartment and close the whole thing. When it comes to the blower and the cloth, I will put them in the front pocket, which will leave me enough space in the top pocket to put a book or some clothes or anything I need. You also have a back pocket to put your phone or anything that is valuable for you. And it is important to notice that you can also slide a computer 14 or 16 inch in there. Your camera is also accessible from the side, and that way it's easy to get it whenever you're in the street and you want to just grab the camera for a quick shoot. Alright, so let me know if you have any questions about any of the items that I mentioned today. If you're interested in purchasing them, check out the link in the description. And if you've missed it, check out this video right here where I go to the streets of Tokyo by night for a POV street photography session using the Fujifilm X-T5. See you there!